Okay, so now let's see what we can do with this movement, because we don't have any animations here yet, but we will create something called Blendspace. So it will blend between different animations based on something. So it won't snap from one to the other. It will blend, and it will look way better than just snapping between two animations. So let's see how we can do that. If we'll go to content drawer, we need to create a new blueprint. Right click, go to animation, legacy, and here we have something called Blendspace 1D. If we will create this Blendspace and select our bookhead skeleton, we can name this BS monster. And if you open it up, here we have a little timeline. So this is how the Blendspace looks. And on the left side, we have horizontal axis. If you expand this, we have a name of this axis. We have minimum value, maximum value, grid divisions, and some other settings. So this is the actual horizontal axis. So this will be our speed. So we can rename this to speed. And as for the values, the minimum will be 0, obviously, and the maximum value that we can reach will be 250. We can also reduce the grid divisions. We don't need that much grid divisions, so we can reduce them to 2. And now we can just snap the grid, so animations, they will be just easier to place here. So how this thing actually works, if you will search for idle animation, we can grab this mutant breathing idle and place it on the left side, because here the speed, as you can see, speed is set to 0. So whenever the speed is 0, we will play this animation. But now we can grab walking animation, this mutant walking, move it to the center, and this, as you can see, is speed 125. So whenever the speed is 125, it will smoothly transition to our walking animation. And we can do the same thing with running. If you search for run and grab this mutant run, place it on the end of the timeline, if the speed will hit 250, you can see the monster is running. And this, everything blends perfectly and super smooth. So whenever the speed will be 120 or 125, he will be walking, but when the speed is 250, he will go to running smoothly. To make that blending even smoother, we can go down here, and here we have something called weight speed. So here, this weight speed, we can set it to 3. And now the blending will be even smoother, as you can see. So yeah, that's our Blendspace. That's all we need to do here. So just set up the horizontal axis and play the correct animations. But from what I was testing, these animations, they are playing a little bit too fast. I mean the walking and running. So here on the blend samples, we can expand mutant walking and mutant run. And here we have rate scale. We can just set it to 0.7. So these animations will play at 70% of their actual speed, and they will look better in the actual game. So that's all we need to do in this Blendspace. The last thing that we need to do is to actually use this Blendspace. So we can go back to ABP Bookhead Monster, and here you can see we have this BS monster. We are inside this local motion state machine and inside movement. Here we can just grab this Blendspace, place it here, connect it to the result, and you can see it asks for the input, and this input is the actual axis value right here, and this input is obviously our speed variable that we've set up in the previous videos. So now if we compile, you can see there are no errors, everything should work perfectly fine. So let's go back to locomotion and let's see how this actually works. We can go to anim preview right here, and we have this speed variable, and we can test things out. So whenever the monster will start moving and this speed will go over 3, he will go to movement. But you can see, and if we'll go to 120, something around this, you can see he is walking. But when we will go past 250, he is running. So everything is working fine. And whenever we go back to something similar to 0, he will go back to idle. That's it. That's all we need to do. So now we can reset this value, compile, save everything, and we should be done with animations. We're not done with animation blueprint yet, but we are done with the animations inside the animation blueprint.